Carrington is buzzing once again as Manchester United's players return to the training ground to prepare for Sunday's big clash against Liverpool. After a tough period that has seen the team lose 4 consecutive games, the pressure is mounting on manager Ruben Amorim. The results haven't been good, and now there's a real sense of urgency to turn things around. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and other key figures at the club are watching closely and are not ready to accept poor performances or bad results any longer. The latest setback came on Monday night when United were beaten 2-0 by Newcastle at Old Trafford. The loss left many fans and staff frustrated, and it marked a tough run for the team under Amorim's leadership. Since taking over from Erik ten Hag in November, Amorim has now lost 6 out of the 11 games he's managed, which includes the last 4 matches in all competitions. The recent slump has certainly raised doubts about his future, and there's growing pressure on him to prove that he can turn things around quickly. Despite the difficult situation, the mood at Carrington is far from gloomy. The players have returned to training with a clear focus on making sure they're ready to face Liverpool on Sunday. There is a belief that with the right changes, United can get back to winning ways. For Amorim, this week gives him a vital opportunity to reassess his tactics and formation, figure out what went wrong in recent matches, and make the necessary adjustments before the high-stakes Liverpool game. One of the most talked about topics among the players and coaching staff is the performance of certain key players, notably Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford. Both of these players have been underperforming recently, with reports suggesting that they haven't shown the required application in training. Despite this, there's still a strong belief that they have the talent to make a difference. It's clear that Garnacho and Rashford are better than some of the players who have been getting regular game time, and they could play important roles in turning things around. Rashford, in particular, is a player who has a lot to prove. Despite being dropped from the starting lineup in recent games, he's back at Carrington with a renewed focus. His commitment in training has been noted by coaches and staff, and there's hope that he can rediscover the form that made him one of United's most important players in recent years. Garnacho, too, has the potential to bring fresh energy to the squad, and if Amorim can get the best out of him, he could be key to United's chances of turning the tide. The pressure on Amorim is immense, but he's aware of the responsibility he carries. The manager now has the chance to try out new tactics, tweak his formation, and possibly make a few changes to his team selection. He needs to come up with a strategy that can spark a return to winning ways and give the team a much-needed boost. This is a crucial period for him, as the coming games will likely determine how long he stays in charge. Fortunately, Amorim has some positive news ahead of the Liverpool match. Several key players are ready and fit to return to action, including some names who could make a big impact. Young stars like Dan Gore, Amad Diallo, and Khephren Ugarte are all in good shape and available for selection. Alongside them, experienced players like Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mazraoui are also back and eager to make their presence felt. Most importantly, Rashford, who has been in and out of the team, is fully fit and ready to take on Liverpool. His return to form could be the spark Manchester United needs. It's clear that Amorim will have some important decisions to make in the coming days. With these key players back and ready to fight for their places, he has the chance to inject some much-needed energy into his squad. United's fans are hoping that the manager can find the right balance between the experienced players and the fresh talents, and that they can turn the season around, starting with a strong performance against their bitter rivals on Sunday. The mood around Carrington is one of determination. Despite the pressure, the players are eager to show that they can turn things around and return Manchester United to its winning ways. They know the importance of the Liverpool game, and they're ready to give everything they've got to secure a much-needed win. For Amorim, this is a defining moment in his short time at the club. He has the tools, the talent, and the determination to make it work, but it will take a strong, tactical approach to get Manchester United back on track. As the week progresses, all eyes will be on Carrington. Fans are hoping for a fresh attacking approach against Liverpool, with the likes of Rashford, Garnacho, and other key players stepping up. The pressure is high, but the team's response in training and the decisions Amorim makes in the coming days will be crucial for the future of Manchester United this season. Manchester United staff have been really impressed by Marcus Rashford's attitude recently, especially after he was dropped from the starting lineup. Despite the disappointment of not being picked, Rashford has shown nothing but professionalism and dedication in training. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, he has worked harder to get back to his best. The commitment he's shown in training has caught the attention of those around him, and it's clear he's determined to fight for his place in the team. Rashford, who has been a key figure for United over the years, has never been one to back down from a challenge. His passion for the club and his love for the game have always been evident. But even when things aren't going his way, he seems to have the right mindset to turn things around. Staff at the training ground have spoken about how Rashford has been focusing on improving his form, staying positive, and working harder than ever. This attitude has won the respect of his teammates and coaches, who are all aware of his abilities and how important he can be for the team. What's been even more encouraging for Manchester United is that Rashford is not sulking or making a scene about being left out. Instead, he is taking the situation in his stride, knowing that the best way to get back in the team is through hard work and a positive attitude. His behavior shows great maturity and reflects the mindset of a player who truly wants to succeed at the highest level. It's also worth noting that Rashford is still a huge asset to Manchester United, despite his recent struggles with form. Even though he hasn't been in the starting 11 for a while, he is still tied for the club's top scorer in the Premier League. This makes it clear that he is capable of making an impact, even if he's not playing as regularly as he would like. United's players themselves have been surprised by Rashford's exclusion, especially considering his ability to score goals and the contribution he's made in recent seasons. His current situation at the club has left many wondering when he will get another chance to prove himself. For Rashford, this period of being left out could actually be a blessing in disguise. Instead of feeling sorry for himself or letting the situation affect his confidence, he has used it as motivation to work even harder. This shows a strong character, and it could be the key to rediscovering his best form. At the end of the day, players who put in the extra effort on the training ground are the ones who eventually earn their place back in the team. Rashford's determination and hard work in recent weeks suggest that he's fully committed to doing whatever it takes to get back into the starting lineup. Rashford has also made it clear that he is open to staying at Manchester United. He has always shown great loyalty to the club, and it looks like he plans to continue his journey at Old Trafford. Despite the challenges he's faced this season, Rashford seems content with the idea of working through them and coming out stronger. His willingness to stay and continue giving his best shows his commitment to the club's future and his desire to be part of something special at Manchester United. There is also the fact that Rashford is waiting for a recall from the team's manager, Ruben Amorim. This speaks to the faith Rashford still has in the manager and the hope that he will eventually get another opportunity to show what he can do. While it's clear that Rashford has a lot to prove, it's also clear that he believes in himself and knows that his chance will come again. In football, form can change quickly, and players who stay focused and ready when the moment comes are the ones who succeed. Rashford's mindset should be a lesson for all players who face similar challenges. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going your way, but it's how you respond to those setbacks that defines you. By working hard, staying positive, and not letting frustration take over, Rashford is showing that he has what it takes to bounce back and reach the top again. His dedication to the team and to improving himself proves that there is always a way forward, no matter how tough things might seem. In conclusion, Marcus Rashford's recent response to being dropped from the team highlights his professionalism, dedication, and strong character. Rather than letting the situation get to him, he has used it as motivation to work harder and get back into the team. His commitment to the club and willingness to stay show that he is ready to face the challenges ahead. Rashford's determination is a reminder that hard work, attitude, and belief in oneself are essential for success, both on and off the pitch. It will be exciting to see how he continues to respond and whether he can return to his best form in the near future. Manchester United's first signing of the January transfer window is almost here. The club is on the verge of completing the transfer of young Paraguayan left-back Diego León from Cerro Porteño, with his move to Old Trafford nearing completion. While the deal has not yet been officially confirmed, everything suggests that it is only a matter of time before the transfer is finalized. Diego León, who is just 17 years old and will turn 18 in April, is expected to travel to England soon for his medical examination. This is the final step before the transfer can be confirmed. If all goes well, León will make history as the first player from Cerro Porteño to ever represent Manchester United. The club is excited about this signing, as León is seen as a long-term solution for the left-back position, an area where United has been looking for stability for some time. The left-back spot has been a position of concern for United in recent years. Luke Shaw has faced injury problems that have kept him out for extended periods, while Tyrell Malacia, who joined the club last season, has struggled to find consistent form. As a result, United has been looking for someone to fill that gap, and Diego León could be the answer. León has been training with Cerro Porteño ahead of their new season, but the young defender is now preparing for a big move in his career. This move to Manchester United represents a huge step up for the teenager, and it could be the perfect opportunity for him to showcase his talents on the world stage. Although León has not played in Europe yet, his potential has caught the attention of scouts from top clubs around the world. His combination of speed, defensive ability, and attacking potential makes him a highly sought-after prospect. His performances in Paraguay's top division have already shown that he is ready for the next challenge, and Manchester United will be hoping he can develop into a key player in the years to come. Once the medical is successfully completed, León will officially join the ranks at Manchester United. The club's management and coaching staff are excited about the potential he brings. With his skills and potential, León could quickly become an important player in United's plans moving forward. His arrival will help fill a position that has been a concern for the team, and his future at the club is filled with promise. United has made a significant investment in Diego León, with reports suggesting the transfer fee is around £44 million. This is a big commitment for a teenager, but the club believes that León has what it takes to become a top-class left-back. It's clear that United is not just looking for short-term fixes, but is focused on building for the future. With this signing, they are showing their long-term ambitions to return to the top of English football and compete for major trophies. León's transfer is not just a big moment for Manchester United, but also a historic one for Cerro Porteño. The Paraguayan club has never had a player join such a prestigious club, and this move will be a point of pride for them. For León, joining Manchester United is a huge opportunity. He will have the chance to train with some of the best players in the world and work under a top-class coaching staff. It's an exciting time for the young player, and all eyes will be on him as he begins his journey at United. As for United, this move represents just the beginning of their squad transformation. The club has struggled at times during the 2024 season, and there is a clear need for new players who can improve the team's overall quality. Diego León could be one of the many new faces at United as they look to strengthen their squad in the months ahead. His arrival is expected to bring fresh energy to the team, and his development will be closely watched by fans and analysts alike. The signing of Diego León also reflects United's shift towards investing in young, talented players who can make a difference in the future. With the right development, León could become a mainstay in the first team for years to come, and his potential growth could be one of the keys to United's success in the future. In conclusion, Diego León's transfer to Manchester United is a very exciting development for both the player and the club. Once his medical is completed, he will officially join the squad and begin his journey at one of the biggest clubs in the world. With the club investing £44 million in his future, there are high expectations for Leon to grow into a top-level player. As the first player from Cerro Porteño to join Manchester United, his move marks a historic moment in the club's history. Fans will be eager to see how he develops, and they will be hopeful that his arrival is the first step in a new era for Manchester United.